We have some developing news this morning as the Trump administration immediately appealed the federal court's decision blocking most of the president's sweeping tariffs. As Scripps News Deputy Political Director Joe St. George explains, the original ruling wasn't by your typical court or group of judges.
A major blow to President Trump's economic agenda. A trade court in New York has blocked many of President Trump's tariffs, impacting some of America's largest trading partners. A panel of judges at the Court of International Trade made the bombshell ruling on Wednesday, temporarily blocking many of President Trump's tariffs. The court ruled that the president exceeded his legal authority in issuing the trade changes, which have rattled the global economy in recent weeks. The court order blocks the 10% tariffs that the president imposed on all foreign products, as well as new tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China, which the president cited an emergency over illegal immigration and drug trafficking to originally justify the tariffs. President Trump was sued in trade court by a number of Democratic governors, as well as businesses who alleged economic harm. President Trump unilaterally issued the tariffs without Congress, becoming the first president ever to cite a 1977 law, the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, to justify his actions. However, the trade court did not agree with the Trump administration's interpretation of that law. On social media, President Trump's advisor, Stephen Miller, said the judicial coup is out of control. Global markets were up on Thursday in reaction to the court ruling. The Trump administration has already begun the process to appeal. This case could make its way to the U.S. Supreme Court. Joe St. George, Scripps News Group, Washington.
And there's more big news coming out of Washington this morning. Billionaire Elon Musk, high-profile, influential player on President Trump's team, says he is out. Musk posted his announcement on social media, saying his time leading the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, as they called it, coming to an end. Musk signaled he's backing away from politics, wants to focus on his business. The announcement comes one day after he sat down with CBS Sunday Morning, criticizing the president's so-called big, beautiful bill making its way through Congress.
You know, I was disappointed to see the massive spending bill, frankly, which increases the budget deficit, not just decrease it, and undermines the work that the DOGE team is doing. I think a bill can be big or it can be beautiful, but I don't know if it can be both. My personal opinion.
This not long after Tesla investors urged Musk to commit at least 40 hours a week to running the company. In a letter, shareholders said they need Musk's undivided attention to fix Tesla's falling stock and sales.